Okay. Can you hear me? If anybody is live here with me, can you just post somewhere? Let me know that you can hear me. That would be wonderful. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Crafty Aya. How are you? Oh, yay. You know, every time I do a live, 2 seconds before I go live, something goes wrong. Can you hear me? Anybody is live here with me? Can you just post? Yeah. Someone okay. Let me know that you can hear me. All right. And we don't need to know. Okay. Sorry. So I'm so happy that you guys are here. We're going to wait a few minutes. Hopefully, a few more people can join us. And it's a wonderful day today, Saturday. So I want to thank everybody who's here. Terry, yes, hi. um, and I'm very, very grateful to everyone who already purchased the classes and the tutorial. But I still have a lot of questions coming in. And I decided I'm going to do a little live and explain everything and show you what it's all about and the differences. So, hi, Sue. Good to see you too. And we're just going to give a few minutes to a few more people to come in. Um, what I wanted to do this for is really answer your questions and give you a little bit more in-depth look into what you can expect. Because I've never done this before, to be honest with you. It's the first time that I'm doing something of this magnitude. I think um, the one time I've done something close was one whole day marathon, crafting marathon. I've done that about 5 years ago as part of a bigger event. And crafting all day from morning to night was crazy. You guys, I think I made like 6 different projects. And it was crazy. So I had to do this. I promised some people that I'm going to do this class. And I told myself, having them sit here for 4 days straight and craft and do a whole album, it's not possible. People are going to drop after the first 4 hours and it will be too much. So I decided I'm going to just really divide everything and do it in small batches and do it in a way that even if you miss one, you can still participate and you can still enjoy a whole project. So I divided it into smaller segments. And as I'm doing it, I figured, you know what, since I'm already doing it, I might as well go all out. You know me, I go big or go home. So I went big and I designed, it went from being one album to I said, I'm going to just do more and more pages and design more pages that people can just mix and match. And what the purpose is for you to have in your hand a bunch of designs. Then if you make an album, you can just pick and choose what you want out of the designs that you're going to be learning. So it will serve you in long term, not just to make one project and done. So I designed about 18 pages. Probably, I will probably add a couple more. And as we go along, after the class is over, I'm going to add to it. So you'll have more in the future, not just for the class itself. Yeah, I think it's a lot, and but it's so much fun. It will be great. The class itself, it will be probably 1 hour. The first hour, we're going to be putting it together. And the second hour, give you enough time to craft, to decorate, to ask questions, to grab a glass of water. So I don't want anybody pressured with time. Yeah, it will be a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure. So, all right. So we have about 10 people watching right now. I don't know if anybody else has any questions, but I wanted to show you. Uh, I don't know if you had a chance to look in my YouTube channel. I have the original album that I made that prompted all this. And it was an album by Anna that I made for Anna Griffin Krupp. And I sent it to Anna Griffin. And everybody really liked it and asked me, how did you do this? How did you do that? And I said, I can just do a class and show you how to do it. And that's what prompted this. So I don't have the original album with me, obviously, because I sent it. But I just finished the tutorial with Fairy Friends. And I want to show that one to you. So here, this is the complete album. So you see, it really is massive. It is nice and big, and it's pretty sturdy. And we're going to do everything from scratch. So it doesn't matter if you want to use this particular collection or if you want to use something else. I really encourage you to go ahead and use whatever you have at home. I don't want you to go out and buy a whole, new collection and new product and everything else. So I have a question. Will the classes be available on YouTube after, especially if we can't make the classes? And the answer is absolutely yes. You'll have them on YouTube, and you will have them, you'll have a pre-recorded class that I made, because I made this one, so that this one is pre-recorded. And I'm making the one with Anna Griffin because I figured you really want what I made earlier. So these are the pages that, as I'm making them, I'm pre-recording them. That will be all available to you in a full, complete tutorial before the class. As the classes release before each one, I'm going to give you a video with preparation. So you know how, if you do decide to attend the class, you can prepare everything. And the preparation shouldn't really take long, but you'll have everything, and then you have everything ready for the class. And after the class, I will take the recording and put it on YouTube as well. So you're going to have all that available to you, which is the purpose. Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. I think that I like to teach how to think when you do an album, not just how to do it, but speaking to some people from the Anna Griffin group and community, they're used to the method of having everything laid out and planned, and all the exact measurements and everything. So I went really in detail on that one. So there's no room for error. There's really no room for error. Even if you've never done it before, you can still learn how to do all that. And by the time you finish, you can make your own with whatever collection you have. So just grab what you have at home, whatever paper. I'm going to be working with 3 major brands, obviously with the Anna Griffin brand, because I would say probably more than half the people in the class will be using that. And I'll be working with Stamperia papers, and I'll be working with Mintay papers. So these are the three main brands that I'll be working with. I might throw in Graphic 45, I'm not sure, but it really depends on what it is that you have that you want to use. If you have an idea in your head for something that you have in your stash and that's what you want to use, great. If you need help, let me know. I'll help you out. I want to show you what I mean when that you can use whatever you want. So let's go here. I'm going to go to, okay, let's add this one. Okay, so you can see here, this is the latest tutorial that I made. And if you scroll down to here in the tutorial, you'll have all the pages, how they're laid and how to cut them. Okay, so if you use a different collection, you just use whatever sheet you can and cut it the way that I described here. And this way you'll have all your papers done. If you use, I think if you do all three albums during the class, then you're going to need about 39 papers, 39 sheets. If you do one album, I would say about 20 sheets should do it. So you don't have to do all of the pages to do one album. So this is with Furry Friends. If we go to Lighthouse, for example, this is how the Mintay papers are laid out. So you're going to have that with, a different collection. And you're going to get a list of how to put everything together. So you're going to have an accompanied PDF to show you each page how it's made. So even if you do miss a class, you still have the PDF to go with. Everything is going to be laid out to you and explained this way. So now I want to talk a little bit about the tutorials that come together with the class. So the class itself, we said it's going to be on Zoom twice a week for 10 weeks. So you're going to get 20 classes, 2 hours each one. That's 40 hours hands-on with me and with the other people that participate. Besides that, you're going to have 3 standalone tutorials that will use exactly the same pages as we're doing in the class in different arrangements with different papers. So that is included in the class. When I sell my tutorials separately, they are about, between $10 and $20. The standalone tutorial for this one right now, I think it's about 18 or something like that. But you get that tutorial for this for free. Or I wouldn't say for free, but it's included in the price of the classes. You don't have to get both. In addition to this one, you'll have one with the Anna Griffin papers and the one with the Mintay paper. So you're going to get 3 tutorials for 3 albums with the classes. And the reason that I'm doing it is because when I do a tutorial, I usually do a lot of albums ahead of time, and I'm already recording it. So because it's the same thing, I don't want you to get the tutorial for this and then you go for the class and learn the same pages. So I don't think it's fair. I think it's nice that you'll have everything together, and you can just see that you'll have more techniques when I do these albums. For example, if I do this type of cover, I'm not going to do the same kind of cover on the other albums that I'll be teaching on the class. I'll be doing maybe something else. I may be decorating it differently. I may have other things that I'll be teaching here that I do a little different. But you'll have all of this material, and it's a lot of material. I mean, to do all this, you'll have enough for the entire year, I think. And you can use whatever you have at home, grab the collections that you've never worked with before that are sitting on the shelf and you don't know what to do with. I know with my experience, from what I heard from my friends in Anna Griffin groups, that they buy the paper for, let's say, create, and they haven't used it, or they haven't done anything with it yet, or they have a lot of leftovers and they don't know what to do with it. So this is your opportunity to really use what you have in your stash. Okay, so that's what I wanted to outline for you. I'm trying to think of any additional questions. I don't see a lot of questions coming in. You're welcome. I know you guys appreciate it, and I appreciate you right back. So I'm happy to be able to do this. If I am breaking down the supplies into designer papers, in the tutorials themselves, yes. You're going to have, for each of the 3 tutorials that will be pre-made, you will have all of the breakdown pair designer paper. For the classes, the supplies are pretty much the same. The only thing that changes between the different designers is, for example, in Stamperia, I would also recommend to keep on hand ink and dye, because when I show you how to ink the edges, I like to do it on the Stamperia papers, but it will not look good on Anna Griffin papers, and it doesn't look good on Minte. So for Anna Griffin, you can use a gold marker to mark the edges. And let's say with Graphic 45, I would do black marker. If you use white paper as your cardstock, I wouldn't do any, maybe because the core is white and it will look white. So all these points will be discussed in the class. When we do the class, I can tell you what particular to get. If you have a special paper that you're not sure, then I would say just keep on hand all 3. Everybody, all the crafters have some kind of marker, the usual black marker, and some kind of ink. Okay. For the solids, as far as the colors of the solids, the answer is yes. In each tutorial for each collection, I will give you the exact colors that you will need. If you're not sure, if you're using something that we're not using, let me know, and I will help you out with that. You're welcome. Okay. What else we can talk about? So the way that I do usually classes and tutorials, like I said, I usually teach you the techniques and the basics and how to do it. When we get to the part of decorating, because we're each going to be using another collection, different things, that I really leave it up to you. You can follow my guide if you like, but I encourage you to really, again, use what you have. if you have different dyes, everybody has different dyes. I don't want you going out and buying a particular dye that I'm using just because that's what I'm using in the class. So I really try to use a generic ones that everybody can find, and everybody will have something that they can use. For example, I will show how to work with borders. So if you're doing, let's say, the Anna Griffin page, okay, and I'm showing you how to do this mat with this border. It's pretty simple, okay. It has some die cuts here, and I have a border here that I cut with an Anna Griffin die. If most people don't have it. So when I did this album, I used a regular scalloped. Let me show you where it is. Okay, here. You can see this here. And it's just a scallop border. And it's not even a die, it's just a border punch. And I figured, most of the brands that make punches or make dies will have some kind of border. And I know crafters will usually have something. And you're going to need something that's at least 8 inches long. But if you don't have 8 inches long, we're going to learn how to put them together. So that should not be a problem either. I know that I'm using some Creative Memories punch. You can use that, whatever you have. And if you're not sure if it works, please reach out, let me know, and I'll tell you if it will work or not. But most of them should work just fine. So this is part of the fun before the class. Go and look at what you got and put some things aside. What you might not have, and you will need to do in advance, is if we're going over let's go over the list of materials. Okay, I'm going to add this one again to my feed. And okay, I think over here it starts, but I can't really see it very well. All right. So we have a list of the material here. And you're going to need some solid colors, which I will give you exactly which one you'll need. Over here, see, I don't know why I can't see the whole entire list in my feed. You're going to need some disc magnets, medium and heavy chipboard, some book binding tape with clear acetate. So I want to go over these first. Let's remove this here. The chipboard that you will need is to make the book itself. We're going to build this thing from scratch, the cover itself. I use very heavy chipboard, which is, I'm going to show you. It's very heavy. It's 100 points, and I like it because it doesn't bend. Look, I'm trying to bend it. It will not bend. It's very sturdy. If you can't find any, please let me know. I have in my stash. I'll be happy to send you some. But to do 3 albums, you're going to need 6. It's 2 sheets for each album. If you can't find it, you can also use medium ones and put the 2 mediums either together or just do whatever it is that you normally use. Okay, but I will not use anything that's really bendable and flimsy, because this is a massive album and you want to be able to hold the pages. So make sure that you get that. As far as the acetate, the thicker the better. I like thick acetate, not thin one. But you're only going to need the little piece for one of the techniques that I'll be showing. and some magnets. So I did receive some questions about the magnets, and I'm using, I'll show you. Okay. So these are the magnets. You see there's 100 in this little box. And I don't know how much it will cost, maybe about $20 for 100. You don't need 100. You can definitely make do with less than 100. But these are thin, very sturdy magnets. I keep in my stash a whole bunch of different strengths and widths. Like this is the little thicker one. It's the same size, but they're a little thicker and they're a little stronger. So if you have them, great. If you don't have them, please don't go out buying too many. If you have bigger ones, that's fine. If you have smaller ones, that's fine. Okay. What specific days? Let me see. What specific classes each week and time? I think that I will do it right now. I have it planned for Saturday mornings and for Wednesday evenings. Mornings, it's late mornings, it's not early mornings, but it will be enough time for those who are in other parts of the world to show up. I have people in California, I have people in Europe, I even have some in Australia that signed up. So I want them to be able to sometimes catch a class or two. Wednesday evenings, I will probably do it around 7 o'clock in the evening. After dinner time, it'll be. So I'm sorry, I'm just getting a text message. And Wednesday evenings, it'll be, I think, about 2 hours also, but between 7 and 9. Again, I'm trying to do it in consideration to everybody else. So if anybody thinks that, they're not good and you have better suggestions, I'm always open to suggestions. This is for you guys, not for me. I already know how to do it. So whatever works for everybody else, it's fine. But, I figured I'll do one in the morning and one in the evening so that if you decide to attend at least one class a week, that will also be good. Okay, so I think that's all I wanted to touch base on. One more very important part. Those of you who purchased the tutorial and received the PDF for this, I sent yesterday a revised PDF with a list of the videos, some of them. What happened was I recorded all the tutorial. I mean, I worked on it for a whole week. I'm talking to you about 25 plus hours, almost 30 hours of recordings. And when I downloaded everything, it had no audio at all. No audio. So you would see me talk and move my hands. I move my hands a lot, but no audio. So I had to redo everything with my voice. So I had to do editing and add my voice over the audios with the explanations, and that's what I've done. I'm more than halfway through. I should be done by tomorrow. I know, thank you. I should be done by tomorrow, and you will get all of it. And I sent you the what do you call it? The playlist. So the playlist should have all of the videos coming in by tomorrow. I know. Then I have to still edit all of the other album that I'm doing for Anna Griffin. And when that's done, you'll have that as well. And you should have all of 3 albums ready before the class starts. Fingers crossed. So if I've not received that email, You have not received the email. I sent an email yesterday. I sent an email yesterday, so I will resend it to you, okay, with the playlist. So you have a link to the playlist. All right. Okay, guys. So if we don't have any more questions, I think that I covered most of everything that I wanted to cover. And I wanted to thank you again. It is really, really a blessing to have you guys in, willing to participate. And I'm looking forward. Okay. All right, I'm going to check it out and I'll text it to you. Okay. So I thank you for being here. If you have any questions after you see the video, please just post it or email me and I'll try to get back to you with all the answers. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And we will see you soon. Bye.